Over 60? Forget the big diseases. The single biggest threat to your longevity isn't the major illness you fear. It is a set of 10 silent, seemingly harmless daily habits. These habits relentlessly cause hidden inflammation and dramatically accelerate your biological clock. They are the longevity killers we rarely talk about. You might be doing them right now. You try to eat right. You try to walk. Yet you still feel that chronic decline. You feel the fatigue. You feel the pain. The fear is real. It is the fear of dependency. The fear of becoming a financial or physical burden to your children. I know that fear, and it is entirely justified. But here is the shocking truth. Some of these harmless habits are as deadly as smoking a pack a day. In this video, I will reveal all 10 silent killers, and I will give you the simple, actionable fix for each one. You will discover a change you can make tonight to start reversing your biological clock. Let us begin. Physical silent killers. Number 10. Not sleeping enough. This is the telomere thief. You think missing an hour of sleep is just about feeling tired. It is not. Chronic sleep deprivation, getting under 6 or 7 hours of sleep per night, is directly linked to increased risk of early mortality. Research shows that poor sleep activates chronic inflammation throughout your body. This inflammation shortens your telomeres. Telomeres are the protective caps on your DNA. When they get shorter, your cells age faster. When your cells age faster, you age faster. Your body cannot repair itself without deep, restorative sleep. The solution is not more pills, but better sleep hygiene. Let me explain the full mechanism. During deep sleep, your body performs crucial housekeeping duties. It clears out metabolic waste from your brain. It repairs cellular damage accumulated during the day. If you consistently miss out on this deep repair phase, that damage accumulates. The stress on your cellular machinery becomes overwhelming. This sustained pressure is what manifests as faster biological aging. It is the difference between a car that gets regular maintenance and one that is constantly pushed to its limit. Surgeon-approved fix. Before you go to bed tonight, add magnesium glycinate or a glass of tart cherry juice to your routine. Magnesium helps relax your nervous system. It is vital for over 300 enzyme reactions in your body, many of which promote muscle and nerve relaxation. Tart cherry is a natural source of melatonin. It is often better absorbed and utilized than synthetic melatonin pills. These supplements promote the deep sleep that is critical for cellular repair and longevity. But you also need to manage your sleep environment. Turn off all blue light devices at least 1 hour before sleeping. Maintain a cool room temperature, ideally between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Consistency is the ultimate longevity tool for sleep. Number 9. Sitting like a statue. This is the sedentary trap. You have a desk job or enjoy watching television for many hours. You might even exercise for 30 minutes every morning. But sitting for 8 hours or more daily dramatically increases your risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. The shocking comparison from major studies is that excessive sitting has a negative impact on longevity that is similar to smoking 15 cigarettes every day. Think about that immense, invisible damage. Your metabolism practically shuts down when you sit too long. Enzymes that break down fat in your bloodstream drop by up to 90%. This is why sitting is called the new smoking. It slows down your body's ability to regulate blood sugar and blood pressure. Your exercise session cannot fully undo the damage of sitting all day. You must interrupt the sitting cycle. The functional action fix. Adopt the 30 and 2 rule. Every 30 minutes, stand up and perform 2 minutes of light movement. This could be marching in place, stretching, or doing simple calf raises while you wait for the kettle to boil. The key is interruption. This 2-minute break is enough to reactivate your metabolism and interrupt the negative cycle of sedentary behavior. If you are watching television, stand up during every commercial break. If you are reading, walk a lap around the room every 2 chapters. Make movement a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. It is a simple investment with exponential returns for your heart health. Number 8. Chronic high cortisol. This is the DNA destroyer. We all have stress, but persistent low-grade stress keeps your cortisol hormone levels chronically high. This isn't just a feeling. High cortisol is a direct agent of physical decay. It causes direct damage to your DNA. It speeds up the shortening of your telomeres. The mechanism is simple. Cortisol keeps your blood sugar elevated, which contributes to insulin resistance. This state of chronic high alert demands immense energy. The body sacrifices long-term repair for short-term survival. It also floods your system with inflammatory molecules, permanently weakening your immune system. It is the silent killer because you mistake it for normal worry. You tell yourself, "I'm just a worrier," or "That's just life." But your body is screaming for relief. The nervous system reset. You must actively reset your nervous system. This is not optional for longevity. The most effective way is the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Commit to just 2 minutes of this technique when you wake up and again before you sleep. It is a portable solution you can use anytime you feel anxiety creeping in. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 7 seconds. Breathe out slowly for 8 seconds. This simple habit immediately lowers your heart rate and signals your brain to reduce cortisol production. It turns off the fight-or-flight response. This tiny action gives your cells a much-needed break from the constant assault of stress hormones. The emotional and cognitive drain. Number 7. Loneliness and social isolation. This is the smoking equivalent. Loneliness is not just sad or a social problem. It is a physical stressor that destroys your body from the inside out. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and Harvard studies have clearly stated this shocking fact. Chronic social isolation has the same risk factor for early death as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. This is because loneliness activates the body's stress response, just like a physical threat. This constant high alert state causes systemic inflammation, which is the root cause of almost every major disease of aging. It harms your heart, your arteries, and your brain. It cripples your immune response. Your body releases high levels of inflammatory proteins when you feel deeply alone. You must fight this habit with intentional connection. The community fix. You are a self-reliant American, and that is a noble value. But we were built for community. You must be proactive in seeking connection. Adopt the 3-3-3 social rule. Aim for 3 meaningful video calls with family, 3 in-person interactions with friends, and 3 genuine compliments given to strangers per week. A meaningful interaction is where you exchange more than 5 words and show genuine interest. This simple effort actively builds your social reserve, which is a powerful longevity shield. It is a prescription for lowering inflammation that is free and immensely rewarding. Number 6. The Cynicism Trap. This is the hostility heart attack. Do you often feel angry? Do you constantly expect the worst from other people? This high cynicism and hostility is not just a personality trait. It is a major cardiovascular risk factor. Studies published by the American Heart Association show that people with high cynicism have a significantly higher risk of dementia and death from heart disease. This mindset forces your body into a prolonged fight-or-flight state. It is chronic psychological warfare that permanently taxes your cardiovascular system. It increases blood pressure and damages the delicate lining of your arteries. This constant state of inner negativity literally hardens your heart. The solution lies in changing your perception, not changing the world. The gratitude shift. You can break this hostile cycle. The solution is the gratitude practice. Every morning, before you check the news or scroll through social media, write down 3 specific things you are genuinely grateful for. Do this before the outside world has a chance to set your tone for the day. This simple act of writing down good things actively shifts your brain chemistry. It forces your mind to interrupt the cynical thought pattern and rebuilds a healthier mental loop. It's about choosing peace over pessimism. Number 5. Lack of cognitive challenge. This is the brain drain. Once you retire or slow down, you tend to stick to routines, reading the same books, watching the same programs. This lack of challenge is a silent killer of your brain health. Failing to learn new things reduces neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to build new pathways. It is the engine of lifelong mental resilience. When you stop challenging your brain, you accelerate cognitive decline and increase your risk of memory loss. You have a massive cognitive reserve from decades of life experience. It's time to activate it. Do not let your brain idle. The 10-minute brain workout. Dedicate 10 minutes a day to a complex novel task. It must be something new, something that forces you to struggle just a little bit. Try learning a few words of a new language using a free app. Start practicing a simple musical instrument. Attempt complex Sudoku or logic puzzles that force your brain to engage new circuits. This small, consistent effort keeps your brain sharp and resilient for years to come. It is proactive defense against Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. 4. The metabolic and environmental traps. Number 4. Hidden sodium. This is the blood pressure bomb. Most people believe they can control their sodium intake by simply avoiding the salt shaker. This is a dangerous myth. Up to 70% of the sodium you consume comes from packaged foods, canned soups, and restaurant meals. It is sodium you cannot see, the stealth bomber of your diet. This overconsumption of hidden sodium forces your body to retain water, increasing your total blood volume. This creates constant, high pressure on your artery walls. It is a slow, silent killer that leads to high blood pressure and increased risk of stroke. It forces your heart to work harder, accelerating wear and tear. The 140 milligram rule. Take back control of your diet. Commit to the 140 milligram rule when shopping. This rule is a mandate from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, for what constitutes a low-sodium food. Never buy a packaged food item unless its sodium count is below 140 milligrams per serving. This single, simple rule will immediately cut out the majority of hidden sodium from your diet and improve your cardiovascular health. Pay close attention to bread, cheese, and prepared meals. Number 3. Lack of dietary variety. This is the gut killer. You think you are eating healthy by having the same spinach, chicken, and oats every day. But eating the same few healthy foods leads to micronutrient gaps and severely weakens your gut microbiome. Your gut is the control center for your entire body's immune system and inflammation levels. The simple mechanism is this: the beneficial bacteria in your gut need diversity. They thrive on a wide variety of fibers and polyphenols from different plant sources. When you don't feed them that variety, the weak microbiome allows harmful bacteria to multiply. This increases system-wide inflammation, which is the root cause of countless health problems as you age. The 1-a-week challenge. Commit to the 1-a-week challenge. Introduce one new fruit or vegetable into your diet every week. It does not have to be exotic or expensive. It could be a new type of bean, a different colored carrot, or a new leafy green like kale instead of spinach. This small change rapidly boosts your gut diversity and significantly lowers chronic inflammation. Your gut health directly translates to your brain health, memory, and mood. Number 2. Indoor air pollution. This is the hidden plaque. We spend up to 90% of our time indoors, yet we rarely consider the air quality inside our homes. Particulate matter, PM 2.5, is released by cooking, scented candles, and common household cleaning products. When you breathe these tiny particles, they bypass your body's defenses, enter your bloodstream, and cause chronic inflammation. This inflammation directly contributes to arterial plaque buildup. The particles literally irritate the lining of your blood vessels, leading to hardening and narrowing of your arteries. It is the hidden cause of artery damage that you have full control over. Stop using heavily scented sprays and synthetic air fresheners. The 10-minute flush. Implement the 10-minute flush immediately. Open your windows for at least 10 minutes daily, even in winter, to create a cross breeze. This simple act of cross-ventilation significantly flushes out the concentrated indoor air pollutants. It immediately improves the air quality in your home and reduces the inflammatory burden on your heart and lungs. The longevity master switch and the reverse strategy. Number 1. Lack of purpose in life. This is the longevity master switch. I have saved the most important killer for last. Research from the JAMA network consistently shows that having a strong sense of purpose in life is the number 1 predictor of a long, healthy life. People with a clear purpose have a significantly lower mortality rate than those who do not. A lack of purpose is the master switch that makes all the other bad habits seem acceptable. When you do not have a strong reason to get up, you sleep badly, you sit all day, and you stop caring about chronic stress. Purpose is the key that unlocks the motivation to implement all the other good habits. It reduces stress hormones. It improves your mental health. It encourages you to eat well and stay active. The fear of being a burden vanishes when you know you are contributing. It provides a strong sense of worth and resilience against the stresses of aging. How do you find this purpose? It is not about a grand mission. It is about finding something that makes you feel needed. This could be volunteering. It could be mentoring a young person. It could be mastering a complex hobby. It is about investing your time into something bigger than yourself. Your life is not determined by fate. It is determined by these 10 small daily habits. You now have the knowledge to take back control of your body and your future. You can reverse your biological clock today. You can ensure your later years are marked by independence, not dependency. You can reclaim your self-reliance. Which of these 10 silent habits did you find most shocking? I want you to tell me one small action you are going to change today to reclaim your independence. Let us build a community of self-reliant seniors together. Now that you know the silent killers, you need the fast-acting solutions. Click on this video next to discover Reverse Biological Aging, the 3 foods a physician swears by. Science-backed. This content is for informational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with a qualified health professional before making any changes to your diet, exercise, or medical treatment.